Hello, I'm Bob. This is turn 14 for the Germans in Operation Fall Anton. We will have three tech rolls. Wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. 4 tech rolls. So we'll go for advanced mechs, improved factories, improved construction, and let's go with radar. You know what? We'll go for improved uh, logistics, actually. Yeah, that sounds good. We hit mechs. We missed factories. We missed improved construction. And we hit logistics. So for purchases, that is going to change some things up over here. Two of these will be Panzer Grenadiers. Let's see. What does that leave me with? 5. I'll get another one of these. That should work. Ooh, or actually, how much are these? Are these 7 or 6? They're 7. Okay. All right. So for our purchases, we're going to get. Oh, you know what? Get to remove that. And get this. That's still not adding up. We'll go with the tank. Sorry about this. Okay, so I'll be repairing 3 damage on an airfield for 3. Buying an airborne, 1, 2, 3, 4 infantry, 3 militia, a fighter, 2 Panzer Grenadiers, 2 mechanized infantry, 3 medium armor, and I'm lend-leasing the airborne to the Italians, and then that should be 71, and I'm going to spend the remaining 5 on the Africa Corps. I'm going to be sending 5 units to Africa. So those 5 units will be this medium armor, these 2 artillery, and we'll actually just take one of this infantry and then this infantry, and that'll be the Africa Corps. So let me grab those units real quick. It's 2 infantry, 2 artillery, and a medium tank. All right, on to combat moves. I'm going to raid with 2 advanced submarines in A-27, 1 advanced submarine in A-20, and then we'll take this one and go 1, 2, 3, and raid here in A-53. And then I have a German sub rating over here in Australia still. I think that's it for the sub rating. And then I have a few strategic bombings. One strat bomber. It's going to go 1, 2, 3 and bomb the factory in Moscow, escorted by 2 fighters. Going 1, 2, 3. This strategic bomber is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. That should leave it with 3 movement left. Yeah, that should be 1, 2, 3. That should be fine. So it'll have 3 movement left. And then I don't think I have any other combat moves over here actually. Not much going on. Yeah, I think that actually does it for this side. Most of it's non-combat. Then over here, I don't think I have anything either. Kind of a lame turn compared to the last one. Oh, you know what? I do have a few things. This Marine is going to go into southern Finland. This Airborne is going to go into Karelia. It's going to walk into Karelia. That should be for the Soviet Union. I'm going to go ahead and add to the Russians because they should have taken that thing off, putting them at 48. And then over here we have this air transport picking up the Airborne, going 1, 2, 3, dropping them in Karelia. And I think we're just going to bring along all this stuff from the 18th. I don't see anything. You can just bring them right back. So it's 1, 2, and then it is bordering, well, maybe not. I think it's bordering that sea zone. 1, 2. It looks to me like it is. Oh, no, maybe not. No, it's not. Okay. So I will not be bringing the fighters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, you know what? I'll bring 1 fighter and the medium bomber. So that'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 into that fight. And then the TAC bomber down here will go 1, 2, 3, 4. Should have 1 more movement left. And let me make sure that air transport can get back. The air transports have 6 movement, I believe. Yeah, so it'll have 8 from long-range aircraft and airfield. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just go right back to where it was. The fighter can't make it back, but that's okay. Yeah, that should be good for now. And that is it, I believe. Okay, let me see if Fender Up answered yet. He did not. I didn't give him much of a heads up, so what I'm going to do is just roll the damage and the AA firing back at the strategic bomber, and then if he decides he does want to intercept, then we can roll that with my strategic bomber, my fighter, or my two fighters, and then against his two fighters that intercepted. But that's up to him, so I'll just roll the bombing part of it, and it wouldn't affect the bombing even if both of his fighters get hits, because I would just take the hits on the fighters. So all right, let's go ahead and roll this stuff out. Does England have any new techs I should know about? He's got improved factories, and that's it. So that will not affect the rolling here. So we'll do this one first in A20. That's just at a +4. The Germans will be the black die. That's 4 damage. From the British. And then these two will be at a +5 for the wolf pack. And we'll start with the first one. That's 5 damage. And here's the second one. I can only do one more. We got it. So there's 6 more damage. 6 more damage to the British lines. And then this one down here will just be at a +2. 2 damage. Bring them down to 17. And then we have this one over here that's also just at a +2. No damage there. Okay. Now on to the Karelia fight. I have well, he's got a first strike with the Katusha, which is a 5, I believe. Yeah, it's at a 5, or sorry, a 4 actually. So a first strike at a 4. Miss. And then I'll have an airborne at a 2 and an airborne at a 3 for being dropped off. So we'll start, this one will be the 2, this one will be the 3. Both missed. Then I have a 6. That's a hit, and 2 7s. It doesn't matter which one's which at this point, because if it gets a hit, then they're dead. And there's another hit. 2 more hits. So he'll fire back with a 5, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's a 5. Miss. Wow, would you look at that? So I took out the medium armor and the Katusha with no losses. Okay. Yeah, still no answer from Fender Up. So we will just roll the damage first of all. 6 damage. On his major factory in Moscow. And then he'll fire back with the AA from the factory. Miss. So regardless of what happens, oh boy, I don't know what that's from. Hopefully it's nothing important. I'm just going to delete it. Could be from a fight or something earlier. I don't know where this air transport's supposed to be either. It can't be here because he just captured that. I'll assume Moscow for now. Or I'll tell you what, I'll make it nice and obvious here. And Fender Up can decide where that's at. There we go. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, okay, so this trap bomber survives. Fender Up, if you decide to roll the interception and you get 2 hits, just take them on the fighters. And then down here in Stalingrad, roll for damage first. 6 damage again. Can't ask for more than that. And now he's going to fire back with his AA. Missed that one too. These bombers are elusive. Okay, I think that's everything combat-wise. We'll move on to non-combat. I'm going to take everything from Moscow. Let's see, this one went 1, 2, 3. It's got 4 movement left. It'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 into Kiev. Goodness. Might have to get a marker for this. The fighters, they went 1, 2, 3. They're going to go 4, 5 into... This is if they survive, of course. They're going to go into Leningrad. Air transport will go back to the 18th in Western Germany, as will the medium bomber. The fighter and tactical bomber from Karelia will go into Leningrad. This infantry will walk into Leningrad. These 2 will go into Leningrad. This infantry will walk up to Estonia. No. We'll hold off on that for now. see what else do we have here. The 4 infantry. We'll walk into southern Belarusia. This mechanized infantry and this mechanized infantry will join it, as well as this self-propelled artillery. This strategic bomber that has 3 movement left will go 1, 2, 3 and land in southern Belarusia. This medium armor will go 1, 2 and go into Leningrad. This mechanized infantry will go into western Ukraine. Yeah, that's fine. This medium armor will go into Kiev. Over here, I think we'll take this fighter and fly him to Leningrad as well. And then this stuff. 1, 2, 3. This stuff will get railed to Kiev. There's 3 things. Yeah, I'll get a army marker for Kiev. Tell you what, we'll use this one. I suppose I should keep the militia out there so I don't accidentally move it with the rest of them. Okay. Then I have 1 more rail movement, so I think I'll bring the infantry from the Netherlands to Kiev. And then these fighters will stay there. All that will stay. These 2 infantry will walk up to Lapland. I think that does it for our non-combat. Oh, this infantry here. We'll walk him up to Estonia. Yeah. Oh, and the reason I railed up all the way to Kiev is because I built these railroads. I assume since I built them, it wouldn't change the gauge, and I would be able to rail through them. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I am wrong, then everything I railed, I'll just move up to Estonia instead. And don't think I got anything else to move around. Maybe an infantry over to Picardy. Call it a day. Go ahead and place our units. First of all, remove the damage on the airfield in Leningrad. So the fighter will go in Western Germany. 2 Panzer Grenadiers in Eastern Germany. A medium armor in Central Romania. A medium armor in Warsaw. Then we'll do these 2 mechanized in Eastern Germany. Medium armor in Sweden, actually. We'll put it here at this factory. You know what? I don't know if I want to do that. I think I'll put it down here instead, in East Germany. Airborne in Western Germany. So I've maxed out this factory. Infantry militia in Leningrad. Infantry militia in Kiev. Again, I'll just put the militia in the actual space so I don't get confused later and accidentally bring it. I forgot. Could have swore I spent the 5 to complete the fortification, but I'll look back and make sure. I'll look back at the video and make sure that I completed this fortification. I don't know if I saved the 5 or not, but we'll find out. This goes to Italy. And then this stuff, let's see. We'll put a militia here in Denmark. And then 2 infantry, or 1 infantry in Paris. 1 infantry in Western Germany. And then we'll lay out the Africa Corps. And then we get the free fortification we'll take as well. So the fortification will go in. We'll finish up Normandy here. Let's put it in that one. And then the Africa Corps go down through Italy. Go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 actually. And land in Tobruk. I I guess I should get a marker for them too. We'll use this fancy one here. Don't think it needs to be that big. There we go. And I think that does it. So we'll collect our income. Oh, you know what? Once again, I forgot to do Vichy stuff. I want to attack from northern Algeria into southern Algeria with these 3 units into this foreign legion. So I'll have a first strike at 2. Miss. Boosted infantry at 2. Miss. And fighter at 6. Hit. So then he'll fire back at a 5 for being in a desert. Miss. Alright. We'll take that. The fighter will just fly back to northern Algeria. The boats will sail back here to M1. And then we'll roll for recruitment for Vichy. Miss. And then we'll roll for recruitment for Spain. Hit. We'll take another infantry. Don't know if I'll ever get around to attacking this, but at least we know I probably won't be attacked either. So there's some comfort in that. Yep. Alright, so now we'll collect our income. We have a base of 62. And then our bonuses. We have Sweden, so that's an extra 3. Don't have Norway. We do have Romania. That's another 3. Don't have that. Don't have that. And then we collect our income for Vichy, which is 6. Bringing us to 74. Not too bad. I think that's it for the Germans. I'll look back and see if I actually spent the 5 on the fortification, and if I did, I'll set it up. And then fender up 2 things. 1, where's this air transport? I don't think it can be in the 74th because you just captured this and it wouldn't have been able to land there. I assume it's probably in Moscow. Maybe you just moved it there whenever you attacked Western Russia and forgot to non-combat it. Didn't affect this turn, but you know. And then another thing is, if you do want to intercept, just we'll roll it out in Dice Maiden. I'll have a strategic bomber and 2 fighters fighting with your 2 fighters, or 1, I guess, if you decide to do 1, or 0, whatever you decide. Thank you.